were just talking about how cool the vibe is here at White Moon. Kind of walk me through a few years ago when you and your wife decided to take the place over. Why here? Why this vibe? It's really cool in here.
We've been in food and beverage for most of our lives, and so it's kind of a natural progression for us to kind of step into a larger role. And my wife was working here at the time, and when the opportunity came up, we knew, checked all the boxes, right? Wonderful small town, great community, awesome product, great regular base, a really cool space, and so saw an opportunity to kind of bring our own kind of personalities into the space, and really kind of engage with the community, and it's been well received, and it's been a natural fit, I would say.
So how would you explain White Moon to someone who was walking in for the first time?
I would say that White Moon is something for everyone. We open at 7 in the morning, we close the kitchen at 7 p.m. We'll run a bar until midnight, so we'd like to say from first sip to last pour is kind of a little bit of the motto we kind of take on. So we're doing baked goods, we're doing sandwiches, we're doing coffee, we're doing smoothies, cocktails, beers. But more than that, it's the space. We like to think of it as a third space. In a small town, people need places to go that isn't home, it isn't work, it isn't school. To do so in a place that, one, isn't going to break the bank, and two, is welcoming. And so, we're a small town. It's not an affluent area, and so we really try to make a point of, we're always going to have a $5 bagel and cream cheese, and it's going to be delicious. There's always a $3 cup of drip coffee. We want students to come in, and we want grandparents to come in, and so, we'll try to be a little bit of everything to everyone.
So, all right, so kind of talk to me about what all goes on back here. So right now, obviously, we're kind of in coffee mode, right?
Yes. Okay. Yep. So coffee mode, couple baristas. We've got baked goods. We've got breakfast sandwiches. We've got, all manner of beverages. We can do smoothies, coffee beverages, matchas, all sorts of teas. We got a good local tea selection as well from our friends down at Snake Song. I don't know if you've been there. You should check them out.
Yeah.
It's a good little shop. And this menu board in the evening, we'll lift the menu board up. There's a bar tucked in there behind it, and so we'll kind of switch. We're going to embrace the idea of two moons.
I like that. That's fun. I know you're saying as owner-operator here, you don't necessarily have to make the latte art.
I can. I can also pass you off to a professional who's a lot better.
All right,
so
let's do it.
Clara, you're up.
All right. I've heard there's a spot here in town that makes their chicken a little bit differently. Let's go ahead and head inside Foragers here and check it out. Kevin, so I know we were just kind of talking about this place opened 10-15 minutes ago, and it is already packed, and it is a Wednesday. Kind of talk to me about the atmosphere here.
We really tried to lean into the Forager name. Forager comes from, we live in such a bountiful area. Any time of year you have different things you can harvest from the area. So from mushrooms to fiddlehead ferns, we like to use as much local ingredients as we can. It's kind of hard when you get to volume, but we do have partnerships with foragers for mushrooms, and we have a great farmers market over here every Saturday. So we really went for walking into a forest kind of feel, and I think that we hit it with our river stones and all of our foliage inside. So that's really the ambiance that we're going for.
Walk me through. I come in here for the first time. I'm opening up the menu. What am I expecting?
Really just, we take funky flavors and turn them on their heads. So my whole deal is my father's side of the family is Italian and Polish ethnicity. And then my mom's side of the family is deeply rooted Southern, so Irish, English, a little bit of Cherokee. So I like to take world cuisine, which I've learned through my training, and then put a Southern twist on it. So that's what you can expect. Some things you don't see other places. Sweet tea brine chicken, pickled everything. We make all of our sauces except for the condiments, because Heinz and Dukes are pretty good at that.
So we do need to rewind for a second when you said bread, sweet tea, chicken brine. I know you said you didn't want to give yourself credit for inventing that or possibly having the best chicken sandwich. I'm extremely intrigued by this. I have not heard of many people brining their chicken in sweet tea. Walk me through how you came up with that.
Yeah, so I think like most culinary experiments, it's an accident that became a good mistake. So I love sweet tea, the sweeter the better. I like hummingbird nectar, thick sweet tea. I've grown in the South, in North Carolina all my life, so and I love fried chicken, and who doesn't? So we decided to try it out. We've tried different brines in the past, buttermilk, pickle juice, your salty brines, pickle in it. So we tried sweet tea, and lo and behold, you get a savory, crispy outside, you get a juicy inside, and I think it sets us apart, makes us unique.
What is it like for you community-wise? People who come in here, do you know most of them by name? What is being in Sylva like community-wise?
It's a very, very good community. They scratch your back, and we try to scratch theirs when we can. Charles and Gloria, who are sitting behind us, we see them a couple times a week. I know a lot of them by name. I've had the luxury of working in Jackson County for the past 15 years, so I've built some relationships, and they continue to grow. But yeah, they come out and they support you, and I really like it. They're looking for value. They're looking for a place with an atmosphere they can bring their children, and that's what we're trying to do here. So. Yeah.
Did you see any kind of lull in business following Halloween, or did people kind of keep coming, or what did that look like for you guys?
We did see a lull, I would say, for the first couple of weeks afterwards, and a big reason for that was the roads, just transportation. A lot of people were out without power. I was without power for 11 days myself at my house, so we had that little bit of recovery time, and then they came back out and supported their local businesses, which I really appreciate a whole lot.
I'm kind of hoping that you will share some of this sweet tea brine chicken.
Definitely. We can make that happen.
Can we get back in there and see?
We can do that.
All right.
Yeah.
It is time for the famous chicken sandwich.
Let's do it.
So let's talk about, this is in sweet tea right now, right?
Yes, ma'am. 24-hour sweet tea brine. Your average sweet tea with some heavy lemon in it. So let's do it. So we'll start off with the chicken breast. It's been brine, hence the color to it. And we're just going to do your average double bread situation. So we have some seasoned flour here, just AP flour, with some different seasonings in it. We're going to do a buttermilk egg wash. Then we're going to go into the drink, so to speak, to the deep fryer. Cook that up. It's what we take fingerling potatoes because their starch content is so high. So they can get really super crispy, much more crispier than an Idaho or a russet potato.
Okay.
So we use those, we roast them off, salt and pepper, olive oil, garlic, and then we cool them down and we pop them with our hands. And so it's going to release the starch, and then we're going to fry it. We're going to throw it in our own mix of house herb butter, and then we're going to top it with Parmesan cheese and tasty potato.
That sounds amazing.
It's really good. So.
All right, Kevin.
All right.
We've got the food in front of us now. Kind of take me through, once again, what everything is.
Okay, it's just a plethora of the best sellers. So our best-selling appetizer, the fried deviled eggs. They're a big seller for us. Over here you have our sweet tea brine chicken sandwich. We call it the Bad Mother Clucker. But it's just brioche bun, locally made. It's made in Georgia, in North Cross.
Oh, cool.
So those buns are unique. But it's just a simple mayonnaise, dill pickles that we make in-house. And of course a crunchy outside, and that sweet tea is going to give it a juicy inside. One of our favorite sides here, it's the crispy buttered taters. It's kind of a play on the sling blade. Got some of them good buttered taters. And then I gave you some of the sweet tea brine chicken tenders also, so you can taste them on their own. And then just some of our house shoestring fries with our house seasoning on it.
I love it. All right, well, you have to try some of these with me. So
Okay.
I say we each try a double egg.
Let's do it.
Okay. Cheers. Oh my God.
So crispy every time,
Cheers.
buttery.
I'm such a condiment person that it's rare that I would say something is this good just on its own. I just want you to know that. So these are insane. The fact that I'm not saying where's some ketchup right now says a lot.
I appreciate that.
Wow.
It's a little different.
My gosh.
A little different.
That is the best chicken sandwich I've ever had. All right, I'm saying it since you won't. I'm saying it right now. Everyone should brine their chicken in sweet tea. It makes all the difference.
Thank you. That means a lot.
You're amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
You cannot go wrong with soaking things in sweet tea. If y'all take anything away from this episode, soak your food in sweet tea. Well, if you know me at all, there is no way we can wrap up a day in any of our towns without a little sweet treat. So today we are at Baxley's Chocolate, and I'm joined by co-owner Steve Baxley. Steve, I'm so excited to be here. I am a big sweet treat fanatic. It's hard for me to go a day without rewarding myself like that in some way. And I cannot help but notice there are a lot of fun options here. So kind of give me some history on you guys before we kind of dive into trying anything. How did Baxley's Chocolate come about?
Sure. Well, let's see. We've been in business for 10 years here in Sylva, in downtown. And it started really as a hobby with my dad 40 years ago. And we would just spend a lot of time in our kitchen at home making chocolates. And a couple of things that we offer currently, we were ones that were among the first ones he taught me to make. So the peanut butter melt-aways and the sugar plums are chocolates that we've been doing for 40 years. It grew from that to Dad and we talked about it'd be kind of fun to open a shop and just never got around to it. But when I got close to retiring, my daughter Lauren and my wife Beth and I started talking about it and saying, it'd be interesting to try it. And so we, did the work to decide to open the shop, and here we are. So.
And that was a decade ago, right?
A decade ago, right. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So since that time when y'all originally were like, all right, let's do this, to 10 years later, what's it been like?
Oh, it's been great. I think, the whole reason we did was because we thought Sylva would be a great place to have a shop and deserved some, a good chocolate shop.
Absolutely.
And so just working with customers has always been kind of the number one thing. And that's still the most rewarding part, is just having people come in and be excited about what they see and come back and let us know how much they enjoy it, and being able to help them pick out things that make events memorable, or just make the day better because they have a little chocolate to go with it.
So I've been in town for a little bit today. I've kind of talked to a lot of people and met a lot of the community. And what is really fun about this area is everybody seems to know everybody. Do you get that when people come in here? Do you know a lot of them by name?
We do get to know the customers, and are often kind of referring people to different places. It's a great community to be part of. Yeah.
I love it. And I know a lot of them are coming in right now as we speak.
And they are.
Gotta get some chocolate. Well, the thing I've been waiting for all day. Can we try some of the chocolate?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So this is a peanut butter melt-away.
Okay.
And we always started with milk chocolate when Dad and I were, so I'm giving you one in milk chocolate.
Well,
so
I'm excited.
Have a try of
all right,
that,
let's see. The original.
The original.
Oh my goodness, it's like a Reese's but much better.
Well, thank you. We think so. So it is. It's very simple center. Well, melt-aways are really pretty easy to find. They're pretty common. Sugar plums, I have yet to be in another shop anywhere that had sugar plums. It's a very old confection, and it started out centuries ago. It was just sort of like a jawbreaker. It was basically just layers and layers of sugar. The center is just walnuts, dates, and apricots. So.
Well, let's see what we think of the sugar plum.
All right.
Oh, okay.
That's really fun and different. I like that a lot. Well, this has been another episode of The Taste of the Town. Like I said, we are wrapping it up in the only way I know how, with some delicious chocolate. Steve, thank you so much for having us. This has been so much fun.
Thank you. We've enjoyed having you. So
awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, we will be back.
all right.